כל השנה הלכות בכל יום מובטח לו שהוא בן העולם הבא בעזרת השם. The two mitzvot of the day. Today is Yud Aleph Kislev, Parashat Monday of Parashat Vayishlach. We're going to start with the first mitzvah, mitzvah number 121. מצוות קורבן החטאת ליחיד ששגג במצווה לא תעשה שחייבין עליה כרת. And anyone who has transgressed an avera, if he is doing it on purpose, he will be chayav karet. In that case, this person must bring, if he did it by mistake, you bring a chatat offering in the Beit HaMikdash. Bezrat Hashem bekarov meod, Rabbi Moshe HaKohen is going to be reading us there. Mitzvah, okay, so the rabbi says like this, ושיקריב כל שוגג בחטא, בחטא, בחטאים הגדולים הידועים קורבן חטאת. Oh, the profile is here, Baruch Hashem. Thank you for coming. I have like this. A person who transgressed any sin that is so grave that he's going to be bringing a korban chatat for it. Shneimar, as it says in the Torah, Vayikra chapter 4, 27 pasuk, Ve'im nefesh asher techeta bishgaga me'am haaretz. If a person does a sin by mistake from the entire nation. And over there it says that V'zot hi anikret chatat kavua. This is called chatat kavua. How are you doing? Good? Okay. So we have chatat kavua. מה זה chatat kavua? Chatat kavua is that there is a certain set of a korban that he must bring. כלומר, שהיא לעולם קורבן בהמה, שהיא לעולם קורבן בהמה ולא יעלה וירד לפי עושר המקריב ועונייו. Okay, there is a reason like this. We have certain korbanot, sin offerings, that will go according to your value. If you're a rich person, you're going to bring a bull. If you're a poor person, you could bring a little pigeon, right? Or even flour. Yeah. However, in this case, because it's a very chamur, avera is very grave, that is requiring karet. For instance, a man was with his sister, Rahman al-Islam, or very common, unfortunately, shouldn't be a common ever, but it's possible that the wife didn't go to a kosher mikveh. Rahman al-Islam has to be very careful with all those things.
Knowingly.
No, by mistake. By mistake.
How does it ever
Specifically, we're talking about the mistake.
With a sibling is mistake?
Yeah. What, you didn't know the Gemara? There's many cases like
In
this.
other words, you would think that would be knowingly, right?
No, it was mistake. No.
Okay.
What was there was the case once where Rabba and Abaya, Rabba and Rabaya, or they were walking together, I think, the Gemara says, and they saw a man shining face. Shining face like a sun. They could look at him. Two Amoraim looking at a simple person. A simpleton, his face is shining. What's going on? So they asked him, what's your job? What you doing? What's going on? He says, rabbis don't ask. I tell you, I'm so remorseful. And he's crying. He said, what happened? He says, one time we were in the hotel, in the Malone, and it was night. And I don't know how I got confused. I was with my sister. So I came to, was Rav Chanina or Rav Huna, and I asked him, what should I do? There's no Beit HaMikdash. Really, right now, Beit HaMikdash, you would bring a chatat. Yes, chayav karet for this avera. I would bring chatat, but what shall I do now? So since there's no Beit HaMikdash, he told them, you cry every day, fill up a bowl with the cry for this avera you did, and then wash your face with this avera, with this crying, with the tears. And his shiny face, like a sun, the rabbis couldn't look at him. He was going on, real tshuva. לחטאים שהתחייבו עליהם חטאיהם לעולם אותן שחייבים על זדונן כרת. So any avera that is gonna, okay, but more common, unfortunately, is the avera of nida, right? Those are unfortunate cases of siblings. But talking about avera of nida, your wife went to a mikveh and it wasn't a kosher mikveh. You think it's a simple thing? We didn't know. There's no such thing as we didn't know. There is no such a thing in this world we discussed yesterday. I didn't know, so therefore I'm not guilty. No, you are. You're guilty for everything. 100%. Whatever you do in this world, you're fully responsible for it. I was misled. Yeah, you let yourself be misled. You were not careful yourself. It's your fault. Now, again, if you did it on purpose, a korban is not going to help you. But if you did it by mistake, you were misled by somebody. You thought the mikveh is kosher. Your wife went in there. Now you found out later on the mikveh is not kosher. Chayav chatat is not a question. A person is obligated to bring chatat, or in this case, cry to do tshuva properly. וחטאים שהתחייבו עליהם חטאיהם לעולם אותן שחייבים על זדונן כרת. ובתנאי שתהיה מצוות לא תעשה ויהיה בה מעשה. So it has to be which avirot we're talking about. Avira, that is a prohibition in the Torah. It says in the Torah, "Velo tavol al nida," right? Dava or nida. It says whether you're not allowed to be with a nida. So what's the question? So it tells clearly, and the Rabbi says here, the condition for those the korbanot is that he did an avira, which was prohibition in the Torah specifically, and he did an avira, or let's say on Pesach, you're not allowed to eat chametz. A person ate chametz on Pesach. He went to a restaurant. They told him this matzah, this kibbeh is chametz. It's matzah, right? They do that by Baruch Hashem Basiris. You walk in there today in the hotels on Pesach. Forget about it. You eat when I was younger and I was desiring food, I used to eat what is it called? Eclair. Yeah, eclair. For the nice thing. Oh, I love it. Don't get me wrong, there was a baby. It was like a delicacy. People die for a steak. I don't know what steak means, but well, give me a eclair or a steak. What do you think I'd choose?
Sweets.
Oh, I'll choose a eclair day and night over any steak. Okay, but not today anymore, unfortunately. My doctor prohibited me. But anyway, so you eat an eclair. Yeah, what that is. You go to Pesach programs. They're serving you eclairs today. The Pesach program, they're serving you an eclair. Exactly looks like an eclair, tastes like eclair. Must be an eclair.
Everything.
Challah. I went to Brit Milah on Pesach. They serve you challah, mamash challah, bulkalach on Pesach. It's shakol, of course, obviously.
No.
But let's say you thought it was shakol, and then you ate chametz. Any chametz on Pesach is also karet. Not allowed to do it. Not allowed to eat chametz. מדיני המצווה, כגון מה שאמרו זכרונו לברכה, שאין חיוב השוגג לחביי חטאת, אלא על עבירה שחייבים על זדונן כרת. So any shgiga, shgiga means specifically, Terry, that he did it by mistake, not on purpose. Any avira that he does on purpose, korban is not going to help. Over there, korban, nothing going to help. A person,
What helps? Just teshuva, I guess.
the teshuva, yeah. Teshuva, then there's chilul Hashem, he has to die to be atoned for that avira. And that's going to be the final stage. But again, that's all the other things. But again, not kill himself. We're talking about the death. Many avirot, Rambam says, all our avirot, they have chilul Hashem. All avirot, by the way, has chilul Hashem. Like anything, any avirah you do, Shabbat, any avirah has chilul Hashem. So Rambam says the final stage of kapara is a death to atone for the chilul Hashem there. Okay, but that's for the later class. Okay, now, however, here, in order to be chayav chatat, it has to be a sin. If you did it on purpose, you will be chayav karet. Over here, you did it by mistake, only that. ויש בתורה 3 חטאים שאף על פי שיש בזדונו כרת, אין בשגגת חטאת. Oh, however, the rabbi says, here's the chidush. There are 3 averot in the Torah, 3 prohibitions that if you did it on purpose, the punishment is karet. However, if you did it by mistake, there is no chatat, which are ve'elohen. Megadev. מה זה מגדף? Somebody who calls Hashem's name a mistake.
Taking Hashem's name in vain.
Why? Yeah. How you did by mistake? I don't know what that means. ומבטל מילה. Somebody did Brit Milah. He doesn't want to do Brit Milah. וחדל מעשות הפסח. And somebody didn't bring the Korban Pesach. Right? Again, those are all karet. All those averot are karet. However, Megadev maybe a private thing to Hashem.
Also no good.
Yeah, he did it on privately. He would have karet. That Beit Din will kill him. Anybody talks about against Hashem publicly, he gets killed. But over here, he did it by mistake. This is all privately, right? So he did it privately. He's chayav karet, and if he did it by mistake, there is no chatat for that. Umevatel milah. Somebody didn't do brit milah. Okay, brit milah you could do till the last second of your life, obviously. So I don't know what that means.
But the assay is for the 8th day, though, isn't it?
What?
The assay is for the eighth day. Yom Shmini.
Yeah, but it's not mivatel aseh. It's mivatel milah. Milah itself. A person could do milah till 120 years old.
Okay, the assay is the
Right? So what's the shogeg?
Yeah.
The shogeg was the person was prevented, or he was born into Russian communist family. They don't allow brit milah over there, whatever it is. So maybe that could be onus already. I don't know. Okay. V'chadan ma'asot Pesach, and somebody who was didn't do Pesach, Korban Pesach, for whatever reason that he couldn't do it, or whatever it is, or he forgot to do it, there he would not be chayav chatat if he did it by mistake. ונתנו טעם בכל אחד, מפורש במקומו, and every one of them is explained in its place, בעזרת השם. כל שאר העבירות שזדונן כרת, Any other avera that has a punishment of karet, shgigatan chatat kabua. Anytime that those by mistake, those averot that was transgressed, the person here we're learning right now, Misach Damascus, right? Chatat or karet, lesugia baruch Hashem. You came on time.
Today's a good day to come.
Every day is the best day. What's this? Every day we learn Torah non-stop. Yeshiva has a seder full time. Then it's somebody today. I sent a text in the yeshiva chat. Somebody left. They get upset. So people get upset. 5:30 in the morning. We're here 5 o'clock by the way. Anybody wants to come. נמצאת למד שכל העבירות שבתורה שיחיד מביא על השגגתן חטאת קבוע 43 הם. Anybody asks you, now you know. Anybody asks you, how many avirot, the Torah, prohibitions in the Torah, that if a person transgresses them, he is chayav karet on them? 46. Take out those 3 that we mentioned that you don't bring the chatat. Now there's 43 that you do bring the chatat. So there's 46 prohibitions in the Torah that a person transgresses them, his soul will be
43?
46 minus the 3 that you don't bring the korban. Okay? However, there is one that we know for sure, for a fact, that there is, it's even mitzvah doraita, that mitzvah aseh, which we told many times, the commandments in the Torah are worse than the non-commandments. Because most of the prohibitions in the Torah, they're what? There are no prohibitions of the Torah that Rabbanan. Prohibitions of the Torah lay out for you the punishment. The commandments in the Torah don't lay out the punishment. The Gemara has to do that for you. And there is one punishment for one avera, for a commandment in the Torah. If a person doesn't do it, the punishment is also correct. The Gemara says, which one? Not putting on tefillin. The Torah tells you to put on tefillin. If the person doesn't put on tefillin on purpose, his neshama will have karet. After, worse, it's actually worse than the regular karet.
So mean after death?
After death, he has to go through Gehinnom for 12 months, Gemara says. He will be punished in the Gehinnom for 12 months. And only after that, his neshama disappears.
See, okay.
Amazing.
Wow, you're supposed to go through Gehenna after all that.
Right. He still has to go to the Gehinnom.
Wow.
And after that, they'll destroy the Shabbat. A person who sleeps with his sister or his
Doesn't get it
nidah,
as bad.
he gets what?
It's correct.
He gets karet.
Chop him off.
Right? They chop him off right away. He doesn't have to go to the Gehinnom. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Or karet over there means he'll die early. He'll go to the Gehinnom. He'll ask
I
Gan
never
Eden.
heard again.
He needs Gan Eden after he, whatever it is. However you slice it and dice
After
it.
his Gan Eden.
But the person who doesn't put on tefillin,
Wow, for sure.
he gets to go through punishment for 12 months.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get Gan Eden. He gets nothing. You know what's going on there? Shem Rachman.
Yeah.
Mitzvot aseh, people so chamur. You have to be so careful with them. Okay, this mitzvah is by anybody in the time of Bet HaMikdash, obviously, by a woman or a man. And a person, a Jew, who has obligated to bring the korban kavua, and he doesn't because on purpose, whatever the purpose is, he is transgressing mitzvah deoraita aseh, and that is not a good scenario. Mitzvah number 122 is promised to you guys. We have a mitzvah that says snitches. If you don't snitch, you will get stitched. The mitzvah deoraita, mitzvot idut. You must testify what you saw. Halacha lema'aseh. What that means like this. להגיד העדות בפני הדיינים בכל מה שנדעהו, בין שנתחייב בעדות מיתה או ממון במועד עליו. So the rabbis are telling us, the Torah tells us, obligates a person to testify in anything that he witnessed, either financial transgressions, murder, chalel Shabbat, anything that the Torah deems a prohibition, and you have been witness to it, you must come to Beit Din and testify. או שיהיה הצלתו בממונו או בנפשו, שנאמר, it says over there in ויקרא, chapter 5, פסוק א', והוא עד או ראה או ידע, אם לא יגיד ונשא עוונו. The Torah will say over here, if he doesn't snitch, he gets the stitch. He is the one who's carrying that sin from now on. בכל עניין חובה עלינו להגיד עדות לפני הבית דין. There's an obligation on the Jew, whatever it is, you must always bring out what you saw from your mouth. What is the purpose of this? We'll see. ואולם, חילוק יש בין דיני ממונות לדיני נפשות ושאר איסורים שבתורה. There is difference between monetary cases, the prohibitions of the Torah of where other isurim involved, a person ate a pig, or a person transgressed even worse avirah, chas v'shalom, took somebody else's wife, all those things. שבדיני ממונות אין אדם חייב להעיד עליהם מעצמו. However, the difference is between monetary and all other cases. In monetary situation, you're not obligated to go to Beit Din and say, on your own, I know Reuben borrowed money from Shimon. If Shimon did not ask you to come, אלא אם התערענו בעל הדבר או בית דין. Only at Beit Din, if they come to you and they tell you, we have a reason to believe that you saw Shimon lending money to Reuben, in that case, you are obligated to come. Or other ways around. We have those car accidents, right? Car crashes. Same thing, car crashes. If you're not, it's a monetary issue. Most of the car crashes are monetary issues. It's nothing to do with people's life, unless there was a life involved. We're here talking about mostly car crashes are monetary. You're not obligated to go and look and testify. Not obligated. Unless, like we said, it's a crime. ובדיני נפשות ובעדות שאר איסורים, שבתורה כגון שראה אחד שעבר על איסור. However, anything that matters with bodily injury, or what's his name? The isurim, the murder, or you saw the guy eating a pig or something like that. Anything like that. וכן בעדות נפשות, כגון שראה מי שהרג לחברו, somebody killed somebody, או בעדות מכות שהיכה אחד לחברו, or there was a man who smite his friend, or a woman, whatever it was, בכל זה חייב אדם לעבור בעצמו ולהגיד את העדות לפני הבית דין. In all of the scenario, no, it doesn't matter. He has to do what he has to do. The Beit Din has to act however Beit Din acts, but he has to come and testify. כדי לבער הרע ולהפריש בני אדם מאיסור. The whole point is over here to make people to stay away from evil and take away the prohibited things. Again, you're asking a good question. You're asking a question. We have a lot of cases in the Gemara that says a Beit Din was actually giving makot to somebody for testifying on his own, right? So over there, the Chora, what happened was, I believe that he scripted it out without the Beit Din approving to listen to him. Okay, something that happened over there, because the Chora over here, it sounds like a Beit Din is obligated to listen to him, but over there probably he went or either publicly already about the information, and that's why they give him malchus. Okay, but in reality here we see that obligation. Doesn't matter if there's two witnesses. It doesn't matter if there was hatra'ah. We don't care about all that. You have to go and say, I saw Reuben going into McDonald's and eating cheeseburger.
Yeah, but if Reuben don't like me,
Well,
and he won't testify, he's the only one who testified, why should he get punished?
you won't get punished.
You
won't get punished.
Going to the Beit Din.
Right. So what is the Beit Din going to do? The Beit Din is going to call Reuben over, and they're going to tell them, hello, by the way, sir, is this true? He says, yes, it's true, but nobody gave me a warning. You going to do it again? No. No problem. Are you going to do it again? Yes, I'll do it again. What do you care? There was no witnesses. You can't touch me. The Beit Din say, oh, in that case, we're going to give you what? Malkut de Rabbanan. Which is worse? Which is worse?
Correct.
What?
Correct, no?
No. Malkut de Rabbanan is much worse than the Oraita. Malkut de Oraita is only 39 lashes, and only if there's witnesses. Rabbis could give lashes how many times?
Unlimited.
Unlimited until the guy dies. Until he says, I will never do Davera again. So, okay?
So you said until he dies, so you can say that early on with the lashes.
Yeah.
The victim, or the guy who did the Avirah, he can in fact say, I'll never do that again.
At any time.
At any time, like after
Yes.
the first lash or before the lash.
Yes, yeah.
So the lashes aren't really punishment, is to get the guy to admit that he
That's
made a
right.
mistake. Even though it was a mistake as opposed to an intentional.
No, there's no mistake. He did it on purpose. What do you mean? He says I did it on purpose. And I'll do it again. Right? Like they blame Adam Arishon is telling this Chochmah, I don't know where they got it from. Adam Arishon is saying, I'll do it again. No, he's saying to Hashem, kill me. If I stay here, for sure I'll do it again. It's just how you look at things. It's just how you look at things. Adam Arishon is telling Hashem, please kill me, because if you leave me here, I'm going to eat more from the Etz Hadas, meaning I'm going to do more Avirot, go against you. So just kill me. So what does Hashem say to Adam Arishon? I'm not here to kill you. I didn't create you to kill you. I'm going to get you busy. It's gonna make you work. If you're not gonna learn Torah, you have to go to work. So people think work is a curse. Chas v'shalom. Work is a bracha. A person knows that he's gonna do avirot if he doesn't work. Send him to work. If he is able to learn Torah, let him go to learn. This way he won't do avirot. I do with people like us sometimes.
Nice, very nice.
It's a horrible thing. I don't understand how I do it. 9 lectures a day I give, and I still find time to do avirot. It's so crazy. Bitul Torah, Rahman al-Islam. How we do it? Just go to sleep and stop doing Bitul Torah. No, we have to do crazy stuff. Okay. Anyway, let's see. לשם מצווה לפי שיש מצווה הזאת תועלת גדולה לבני אדם. This that you're going to testify is going to help out to save the world. It's going to make people stop doing the avirah. So, like Rabbi Chaim says, what's the priority when the Beit Din? The Beit Din is going to call the guy over and talk to him. Okay. Okay, and it says in the Torah, over there, if you chas v'shalom don't snitch, you will get the stitch. Meaning, it will stick onto you. The avirah that you did, in Shemaim, it was considered, you did the avirah.
As if.
Not as if, you did it. That's finished.
No, instead of the other, right, okay.
No, both get it. He gets the avirah for doing the maaseh. You get the avirah for doing the maaseh. Really, you didn't do the maaseh, but you didn't testify about it, meaning you did it. In Shemaim, when a person dies after 120, they'll tell him on this day, the 15th of Nisan, you saw X, Y, and Z action. You didn't protest. You didn't testify against it. It's your maaseh. He's going to say, I never touched a woman in my life. What are you talking about? That doesn't matter, sir. You were involved. They should have testified. Okay, as we already explained. And a person who doesn't do that, he is. So he says, "ונוהגת בכל מקום ובכל זמן בזכרים אבל לא בנשים." Unlike those Orthodox rabbis in London, we're going to say women are like men. Over here it says no. Women will not get punished if they don't come forth, because we don't accept testimonies of women. But rabbis in London, I guess they'll have a different Torah. Orthodox rabbis in London, I should point it out. שאין אנשים בתורת עדות לקלות דעתן. Because women are prohibited to be not judges and not witnesses, because their minds are very, very mushy, kal. It's very light. Their headset, their mindset is totally different. They are not allowed to be involved in any of these things. They cannot be rabbis. They cannot be posek halacha. They cannot be answering shaylas of halacha. Nothing to do. Because they don't have that mindset, and therefore tell the rabbis in London over there, the Orthodox rabbis, to stop their playing games. This is my last video. I actually named. When are the Orthodox rabbis going to come and tell us that in Mashiach time, women kohanot will be able to bring korbanot also? Maybe, I don't know. That was crazy people out of this world. Anyway, so what happened was, we said when you have to go testify for monetary cases, right? So now the Beit Din summoned you and you said no. So if a person didn't come to Beit Din's calling and didn't go on his own when there was other avirot, when Beit Din's calling for monetary and other avirot, when there was physical, he didn't go. Bitel aseh ve'ansho gadol me'od. His sin is so great that the punishment is going to be very grave. כי בכוח העדות התקיימו היישובים. For we know the world exists only because of testimonies, because of the snitches. על כן נכתוב בו אם לא יגיד ונשא עוונו. And therefore it says, a person who does not testify, he is the carrier of that sin. ואם תהיה העדות אשר קבע שעדות ממון וככה שבא העד ונשבע עליה, כלומר שנשבע שאין יודע על לא עדות, חייב להביא קורבן עולה ויורד. Oh, he says worse. There was a problem when there was he knew the guy owes the money, right? What happened was, now the guy, what's his name? The one who gave the money brought one witness. In that case, the person now is going to have to swear. His swearing is going to go against that witness, right? Whose headache is on whose head is the swearing? The false swearing? On the witness that didn't come. The witness that didn't come to say that I saw Reuben borrowing money from Shimon, Now Reuben is swearing in Hashem's name to prevent payment to Shimon, and you knew that Reuben really borrowed money from Shimon, and you didn't come to the court forth. You didn't come forth when they called you. You're chayav for that sin. Let's thank our ladies for giving us the opportunity to come to learn, and let's let Hashem learn halachot Mishnah Berurah right now in halacha in Tefillin. Have a wonderful day.